God said something to Samuel that reigns just as true today as it did 3,000 years ago when he spoke to Samuel. And he says something here, and this is before Israel starts asking for a king. Now, Israel in the beginning didn't have a king, right? They had these judges and they had these people who were kind of following God. And of course, in the beginning, they had Joshua who went in and wiped out every enemy. So they didn't have a king, they did have some leadership and some judges. And at this time, Samuel is acting kind of as a leader of the people. Samuel was dedicated to God from birth. And as soon as he was weaned from his mother, he was put in the temple in service to God because Hannah had cried out for a son. And she told God, if I have this son, I'm going to give him in service to you. So Samuel stayed in the temple with the ark of the covenant, with the Ten Commandments. So he was here serving from God. He starts hearing from God. And he is a great leader to the people of Israel. He's leading them in these battles. And he's one of those people who everyone notices that everything he says comes to pass. God doesn't let any of his words fall to the ground. So Samuel is a spirit filled follower of God, and the people start asking for a king, and they're like, Samuel's not good enough for us. And Samuel is insulted, he's hurt by this, and God said something to him, and I just couldn't get this off my heart. God says, Samuel, and now Samuel's troubled by this news that they want a king. He's feeling rejected, but God said, it's not you they reject, they reject me as their king. So the people of Israel were not satisfied with having God fight their battles for him. Look at the book of Judges. Look at this journey that the Israelites go through. God always intervenes. Even when they're disobedient, they repent, they come back, and he rescues them time and time again. I mean, he wipes out so many of their enemies in unquestionable ways, yet they still felt like God wasn't good enough. They wanted a king. They said, let us be like everybody else. And I think those words that God said, they did not reject you, they rejected me as their king. Those words ring true just as much today as they did 3,000 years ago. We have rejected God as our king. And when you look back on your life, and I know looking back, you just kind of think, how many times in our lives did we reject God as our king? Because God should be king over everything in our life. Every step in our path should be guided and directed by him, but we want to be just like everybody else. We want to have this physical king in our life, this president. Now, no matter where you're at in the world, wherever you're at in America, wherever you are, God needs to be brought back to his rightful place as our king. It doesn't matter if there's a president over us, a king over us. We need to choose every single day that God is our king and he will deliver us. Thank you all for listening. God bless.